Hey, Cancerians, how y'all doing? Welcome. We are going to be taking a look at your October through November, Mabon through Samhain seasonal general reading here. So we're going to be looking at the time between that we just experienced the autumnal equinox on September 22nd through October and November till early December before Yule, later in that month. So just a quick note. If you are not in the Northern Hemisphere where we're looking to the coming of the darkness, if you are in the Southern Hemisphere and you are welcoming the return of the light, the messages are the same. They're just two sides of the same coin. So even if you're going from, the spring equinox towards Beltane and then through summer, you can filter and contextualize the messages that come through this reading and apply them to where you are geographically, because they really are the same energies, just from two different lenses. So even Samhain, Halloween, October 31st, it counters Beltane, May 1st in the Southern Hemisphere. And those are the two times a year the veil is at the most then. So really is just mirror aspects of each other. So that being said, Cancerians, let's get into your meditation. Really interesting. I saw a flamingo standing on center stage. And by the way, flamingo medicine is very much about being seen and putting yourself out there, taking a chance on yourself, letting your pink feather shine brightly. It's also about how you nourish yourself and how you support your own dreams, because how pink a flamingo is depends on how many shrimp they eat. So the better you eat and nourish and feed those dreams, the brighter they'll shine. It sounds a bit trite, but it's true. It's what's coming through for you. So it's true. I saw this flamingo standing and I saw a spotlight. It was like a dark stage, and then I saw a spotlight come on, and I heard this music of like New York, New York, like Frank Sinatra, like da 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 da, that like start spreading the news. If I can make it there, I can make it anywhere, right? And I saw like this Frank Sinatra figure with this top hat start dancing around the flamingo and put the top hat on the flamingo. And that was basically the meditation. I saw it kind of rise up and ascend to this like high mountain and build up like a stage platform. So it was like a stage platform, at the top of the stage, like a second surface. And I saw the words build it and they will come, like Field of Dreams, build it and they will come. I feel like this has a lot to do with something that you're passionate about, that maybe you've thought about a lot but haven't yet enacted, or still in the planning phases in some way. I'm hearing now's the time to really nourish that and put the time and energy into it. So the animal coming through for you during this time is the lion, which is so perfect. He's the king of wands in the tarot. He's a master of timing. Wands rule the realm of the soul. They speak about our soul's purpose, and specifically what actions we are or are not taking towards that soul's purpose, right? It's what fires us up. It's what gives us a sense of, I'm doing what I'm here to do from a soul perspective. And you can feel that deep in your bones, right? Can I ask you to observe? Observe when you feel that fire within you during this next time period. What are you doing when you feel it? Are you on stage when you feel it? Are you doing a particular hobby when you feel it? Do you feel it when you're working? Do you feel it when you're on vacation? Like, really be honest about when you feel that fire, because it's a big clue for you. And you're being asked to feed that fire in whatever shape that takes. But build it and they will come. Invest in yourself, and others will invest in you. That's what I'm hearing. Invest in yourself, and others will invest in you. Because this is also about confidence, right? Because if you don't believe in yourself, how's anybody else going to, right? You got several doubles here, little overachievers. You're coming through as the Death Key and Two of Swords in reverse. So the Death Key is Scorpio energy. Again, this is the time of year that we're in. This is Samhain energy. This is about change and transformation. I feel like you're being called to make some intense changes in your life in some way, shape, or form. And I feel like it's a way to say, break out of your comfort zone because it's keeping you small. What's feels safe and comfortable is not the best way forward for you, right? Challenge yourself. It's that nervous excitement. It's that investing in yourself when you don't exactly know what's going to happen, but the only worst thing would be ignoring that feeling. It really is like Field of Dreams. Kevin Costner really, really is. What in your circumstances want to die and be reborn? Two of Swords is interesting because that's when you're taking some time out, right? It's inner peace. It's holding equal space for your head and your heart to come together and gain all of the information available to you. Now this came up in reverse. I've got to tell you, make time to meditate. Make time to meditate. Make time, allow time to be still and really be open to what's there. But specifically, the theme, the category is what wants to die and be reborn? What do you want to do less of so that you have more time to do this other thing? What truly makes you happy? And how can you invest in it further? How can you take a chance on yourself? Right? I'm hearing take a risk. Take a risk. Challenge is King of Swords / Father of Swords. This beautiful air energy. When this is your challenge, this means that you could be having trouble either making like definite decisions or having the clarity and the confidence it takes to do something that is permanent. This could be like, I don't want to sign a contract or a lease on something because what if it doesn't work out? What if I'm not right? But this is knowing something is good for you, but then hesitating to follow through. This is thinking about doing something or building something that you've been thinking about for a long time, but not taking the action to follow it through. This is that woulda, coulda, shoulda in that place of challenge. So you have all of the access to the insight and truth that you need because you're a Cancer, because you're ruled by the moon. Your intuition is on point all the time. And considering that you're going into a time of year where, you know, intuition is going to be at its peak and you see more in the darkness, and we're in Samhain when the veil is thin, don't let this be a missed opportunity. This is a really good opportunity for you to see with some sort of clarity and knowing, connect in with that intuition and let it fuel you. Listen to it, make space for it, and then honor it. The more that we listen to and then trust our intuition by taking action on it, the more our intuition works for us. It like takes it as a compliment. It's like, oh, did you really listen to me and then follow through? I'm honored. Okay, here's more. And your intuition is a quiet voice. You know what can make it louder? Quieting your ego, quieting your fear, and then again, listening to it, fine tuning that ear. Okay, intuition, where is it? The more you listen to it, the louder it gets. And you're able to hear it better. That's just how it is. It's like taking that muscle to the gym. Take those intuitive muscles to the gym, listen to it, take its advice, and then watch and see what happens. And your advice is the Daughter of Pentacles / Page of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. So look at those double rainbows. It kind of reminds me of the stage with the flamingo and the double platform. It's interesting. Page of Pentacles is beginning something new. Remember that Pentacles rule the realm of our physical experience, our home, our finances, our health, a project, a business, a startup, something that we're investing in with our coins and our time and our resources that we're hoping is going to grow into something with our care and nurturing. Then you have the Six of Swords, that's real inner peace along with this Two of Swords similarly, but it speaks of inner peace through a time of transition. So it's moving forward, feeling clear-headed and full-hearted. Clear-headed and full-hearted. It's really, really beautiful. This is saying, I don't know where this boat is taking me, but I know that wherever it's going is exactly where I'm meant to be, and I can enjoy the journey because I'm investing in something that means something to me. So it almost doesn't matter how it turns out, because the only worst thing would be if I never do it and then I never know. What's the worst that could happen? Victory. Ace of Wands. This is... I'm not worried about you at all, Cancer. It's absolutely beautiful. This is that big burst of creative inspiration. This is that great idea. This is when, do you notice that you have more energy when you're doing what you love to do? It's like, why am I so tired when I go to this dead-end job? But then like when it's time for vacation, I'm up at 6 a.m. to be down at the breakfast buffet, and then I'm going till late and have more energy the next day. It's because when we feel joy, when we feel satisfaction, or you're doing a job that really feels like your purpose, right? And you have a career, you have more energy than you even knew was possible. Working for somebody else is when you work for yourself. Like, notice what gives you energy and gives you life, and let that inform you. When do you have the most energy? When do you have the most patience? When and in what circumstances are you the best version of yourself? That's your victory. That's the key point. That's the inspiration. I see you building something new out of this, feeling so freaking motivated by it that you're giving a lot of time and attention to it, and it's going to work out because of it will work out in proportion to the time, attention, and belief you have in whatever this is. Whether this is an actual business, whether this is a project, whether this is a relationship that you're building with a work colleague or romantic partner or whatever this is. you're building something and investing in it, investing in yourself as well. It feels major. Now, in your place of outcome, really fascinating. I feel like this is really good medicine for you because you have King of Swords here and then you have Queen of Swords here. So they're both being represented. You have quite a few swords actually, which rule the realm of the mind or air energy, right? So you have Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy here. I'm also getting a note, any air signs that you have or anyone who embodies the air sign energy, they're going to be great counsel to you right now. Great counsel. If you know any Libras, Geminis, or Aquarians, they're going to help you kind of see things a little bit more clearly and cut through some of that emotional fog that might be going on. I'm hearing that. Lean on your air sign friends or on people that are very able to just see things very clearly and have easy access to objectivity, right? Because you don't necessarily during this time, it's not about getting advice from other people, right? Or being told what you want to hear. It's about someone asking you the right questions. And that's what air signs are the best at. Like it really is what they are the best at. Queen of Swords coming in your place of outcome. This is having a great editing system, making really good decisions and knowing what stays and what goes. This is you being willing to set those boundaries within your time, ask for what you're worth, and really trust that you are worth investing in. The Queen of Swords is a bad bee. She really is in the best possible way. And her self-worth is the absolute highest, I think, out of all the queens. I mean, Queen of Wands has a lot as well, but her self-worth is absolutely unflinching and not up for negotiation. So I feel like this is you stepping into your power and really embracing, you know what, it's not personal, it's business. I've got to say no to this so that I can say yes to this. That feels incredibly empowering for you. And look at the moon there with the owl, with you being ruled by the moon. Absolutely beautiful. So your Mabon oracle here, look at all those crows. Coven, number 9. I am you and you are me. When we come together, we are all we seek. I love that. I am you and you are me. When we come together, we are all that we seek. I felt this in your meditation as well. I feel like whatever you're doing or whatever you're building or whatever this is for you, whatever's giving you life or inspiration, it's either going to positively affect a large group of people, your community. It's going to be a necessary service. It's going to be something, maybe you have a platform that reaches a lot of people, that they need to hear what you have to say. You're creating something that's going to heal others. It's something about what you're doing is not just about you. It is a form of it is an act of service in some way, shape, or form. I also feel like, remember I said call upon your air signs, call upon the people around you that, you give help really easily, right? It's okay to ask for it too, right? It's okay to ask for guidance. It's okay to turn to your elders and say like, hey, have you ever been at the fork in the road that I'm at? And what did you do? And what do you wish you could have done differently? It's because we all do share in the same human experience. So I feel like that's going to be incredibly helpful for you. Your Samhain oracle is the bat, which feels very familiar. I saw the flamingo in your meditation, but the bat feels, I think you might have gotten the bat recently or something. Anyway, the bat is also Scorpio energy, which you have here in the death key as well. So double Scorpio. Bat energy, number 6. You have a number 6 here too with the 6 of Swords. Invoke thy power and fear not the hidden. What lurks is coming with undenying change. Invoke thy power and fear not the hidden. What lurks is coming with undenying change. I really, really feel like this is an aspect of move or be moved. Sometimes when, the universe, our guides, they know what's best for us, right? And sometimes it really is move or be moved, where if we're thinking about making a change, but we're delaying and we just don't do it out of fear or becoming, a little bit too comfortable, whatever it is, the universe will come in, give us a tower moment and shake it up. Because when we make choices from fear and not love, that's when those tower moments happen. More often than not. Sometimes it's soul timed events, ain't nothing you can do about it. But a lot of the times it's you can trace it back and go, that tower came because I made this series of fear-based choices. Right? Love-based choices tend to turn out differently. I do feel like there's an aspect of this where, for example, if you're thinking about, starting a new job or working for yourself, you might get fired from your current job that's keeping you small. Or, if you're thinking about putting yourself out there and, making yourself available in some way, and then something comes along and, suddenly you have no choice but to, because you're on the front page in some way, you're center stage like that flamingo, like, and then you're out there and people know who you are and you're in the public eye. It's something like that that I feel like is being spoken about with this bat energy. So just putting that out there, that you can co-create with this experience and be the King of Wands that is available to you here. Or you can kind of stay stagnant and choose not to work with this blueprint, and the change with this Death Key and the bat, it's going to happen anyway. It's just a matter of if you're a part of it or not. It's like when that trope when like in a movie, when the news reporter like says to the person the story is coming out, and they're like, listen, I'm giving you a chance to have your say on the story. So I would really give me the exclusive, because if you don't give me a comment and don't talk to me, let me interview you, this is going to go to print anyway. So do you want to have your say or not? It's like that. I mean, we don't have to take that literally. It's very dramatic. But there's a version of that where it's like you can co-create this and be the auteur of this. Or you can kind of like hold on for dear life, and these changes are going to happen with them, anyway. There is like an upgrade that wants to happen. There's a growth that you're going through a growth cycle. You're going through a growth cycle, and you can go through this growth cycle with a lot of pleasure and autonomy and power, and not feeling like a victim, but feeling like you are very much a part of that process and choosing it. So it's up to you. We all have our time for growth cycle, and this is it for Cancer during this time period. So go with that. The more time you can spend in creative pursuits as well, with that wands, with that fire energy, tapping into that creative source within you, I think is going to be enormously helpful. Meditate, 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 meditate. That is going to be very revealing for you. It would be a shame to miss out on the veil being thin and having a hotline to that energy. Ask for dreams, ask for messages in dreams, talk to other people, ask what they think. It's going to be enormously helpful. And where you end up on the other side of this is going to be, you're going to look back and go, oh, thank goodness. I could not even imagine myself ascending to this place, but I'm so excited and happy about it, because I feel like I'm exactly where I want to be, even though I didn't necessarily know it at the time or expect it to go this way. So putting that out there, Cancer. So with that being said, I'm excited for you. There's a lot of change going on, transformation. There's going to be a lot of signs and synchronicities for you that support choices as you make them. Okay. When you make a choice and you make one step in the right direction, right? When you put yourself out there, when you apply for something, when you say yes to something or no to something, look for synchronicities in your given, surroundings, repeating numbers, animals, happenstance, things that are deja vu, things that show up in your dreams and then come true in real life, stuff like that. That's the universe going, yes, yes, green light, take another step, keep going. So it's going to be a lot of that for you, even to the point where it's kind of funny. Look for crows. Look for crows. I feel that very specifically for you. Look for crows. They're a sign that you are actively manifesting something very good that is for you. So I love that, Cancer. Whew, that being said, I so hope that this helps and resonates. Please let me know in the comment section what you think. What do you see here? I love the thought of co-creating readings with you guys. Let me know in the comments like what you guys see. Help each other out, be this part of the coven here. What do you see in this reading? Some other Cancer might see something different or the same. Connect with each other. It's a beautiful community we have here, and it would be a shame not to take advantage of it, especially as we welcome the darkness and go into that quieter mode and wind down and really ask those all important questions and hold each other close in the warmth, right? It's really, really beautiful. I would love if you could like this video, if you could share it, subscribe to the channel, all of that good stuff. I would so appreciate that. And if you saw the teaser at the beginning of the video, I do have a couple of very exciting things coming that is for you, that I've created for you as a love letter to you, that I hope will be of great use. So stay tuned. Please head over to my website, www.ladycrow.net, and sign up for my newsletter, because that is how you're going to hear about all this stuff first. I'm not always that diligent about posting everything on YouTube or even Instagram, but my newsletter, people hear about things as it happens. So please go and subscribe to the newsletter if you haven't already. Newsletter is coming out next week for October, plus a lot of happenings. So appreciate that. I also hop on Instagram from time to time and do live free readings. You're going to hear about that through the newsletter. So just stay tuned. Absolutely, we'll hear things first. So with that being said, beautiful Cancerians, I'm wishing you a very happy and abundant Mabon and Samhain season. And just thank you so much for being here. And most of all, and as always, thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.